Keeping families together is critical, especially when you've got a little one that's sick. Charlotte was born early, and then after we were home for less than a month, she stopped breathing on me and I had to resuscitate her. And then that's when they determined that Charlotte has central hypoventilation system, which means her brain doesn't tell her all the time when she needs to take a breath. And then last year we ended up back in the hospital for another 5.5 months. And it was at that point that we were finally able to get her diagnosis of Mirage syndrome. The stress of being away from your home is one thing, and then the stress of having a sick child is another. And so when you put it both together, it just, you know, it's overwhelming. It really is overwhelming.
So Zach was born at 33 weeks and 5 days. Zach was admitted to the NICU for 35 days. And when I was there, I had no idea where I was gonna go. But I remember playing with Zach the second day. And then I came back to the hospital room and they were like, you need to talk to the social worker. Anyway, she was sitting there waiting on the bed and she was like, Lisa, you've been discharged. And I was like, what? Like, where am I gonna go? So yeah, just knowing that my son was in the NICU was the hardest thing ever. And I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what we were gonna do. So it was so hard. And I wanted to spend every single second with Zacharias.
We've really come to realize just how big of a gap we do have serving families in our region. Kelowna tends to get families from as far south as Fernie, Golden, we're looking at Nelson. Throughout the entire Kootenays, they're all being filtered back to Kelowna, and Kelowna doesn't have anything to offer these families.
JoeAnna's House just emphasizes the fact that we are a regional tertiary hospital and we're here for everyone, not just for patients from Kelowna. So if you have to travel from anywhere in this huge health authority, you've got a safe landing. You'll have a place to stay, you'll have a place to get well and stay well while you're caring for your family member. I think it says an awful lot about Kelowna that we're growing up into a major tertiary academic institution.
Having JoeAnna's house in Kelowna, where I can be close to Charlotte or other parents can be close to their little ones, is a huge relief because you're keeping families close, which ultimately helps, you know, both the families and the children that are in the hospital.
JoeAnna's house to my family would mean the world. It would have meant the world. It would have meant that every single day I could have been there for my son. Having a place where there's other families going through what I'm going through and having that support network or the support system would have been so, so helpful. Help us build JoeAnna's house.